Hello, it is me, Teddy, and today we are doing JToH's Hardest Towers Wiki for the 5th episode. And today, wait, hold up. Yeah, this is the 5th episode, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. So today we are doing eRRoR, which is our first custom difficulty. So we are basically going to do all of these towers except for one, Tower of Keyboard Throwing, because I tried to do I tried to do another tower from the same game that it's from, and the game was cancelled, so we can't do it. So yeah, we're doing the absolute endless nil destiny, Tower of Endless Errors, to Orange. Actually, I'm gonna pronounce it. Tower of Orgulhantalizing, Rationalizing, and Nucleoscientis Gluconogenesis, and CoCap. So yeah, let's start. So, welcome to the Absolute. This is the first tower that we're doing today, and it's a citadel. I have played this before, and the floor right here is, in fact, insta-kills. What fun, am I right? Yeah, this floor is terrifying difficulty, but it might as well not be, because that section does not feel terrifying, to me at least. But then you get up here after... Actually, no, you don't get up here after that. You have quite a lot of thingies to do. You just do a lot of ladder flicks, and then you get some more wraps, which is actually fun gameplay, unlike the other things that we've seen on this series, which are, well, not so fun. Because yeah, I'm gonna use failing luck. But let's get to the actually eRRoR difficulty floors. So you have some little study jumps that are like really small for no reason. Why did you do this? I'm gonna turn my sensitivity down, because literally, why not? And also I feel like my mouse is being too sensitive. No, I think it was just me being stupid. So you get past that, and then you get to a funny wraparound, which is actually possible, as you saw from me almost doing it. Then you get some wraparounds in which you die on. Really funny. I know, right, guys? So you get here, and let's actually go up to the Kata floor, which is floor 2. It's really simple. Die. Okay. Oh yeah, there's no alignment keys. I forgot to tell you that. And also there is 11 stud wraps, which to me are pretty horrific and not catastrophic. And then here we have our first horrific floor, which horrifics are actually creative. I know, right, guys? You'll fall in a few minutes. Or maybe I won't, because you are being bad. And then you get to this point in which you have to do a glitch wrap onto a wall hop. That is a pretty annoying jump, if I am correct. And then you go up here, and then I believe this is our first Unreal floor. I accidentally passed it up. But here's another, and then here's a break floor. And then you can see over here a little bit of an opening. This is because this tower is so bad that it needs a break. No, I'm joking, it's actually fine. But this, however, this roof section is not fine, because you need to get a button. You may ask why? I don't know, but you do go over here to get a button. Get this. And apparently something should open up. But sometimes this tower likes to be unfunny. In which case you'll just get teleported. And then you get to this floor right here. And then you look over there and you see some dissension floors and a mini tower. And this floor does not have a difficulty because it's just that bad. But yeah, this gameplay is kind of whack, to be honest. Kind of funny though. Is this JToH's? I'm pretty sure this is a break floor, which is good because I can't do hard jumps. Which is why I still haven't beaten TOBT after 5 months. That rhymes, I think. But yeah, this floor is actually kind of fun. I like this. Good gameplay. This is an insta-kill brick if I am correct, which means that you actually have to go around here. And then this is the first eRRoR floor of the whole tower. We finally reached one. And then you can see your first example of eRRoR jumps. Extremely difficult wraps. In this whole tower, you might say, it's just filled with extremely difficult wraps, and you would be right. And you would definitely be right. Yeah, you'd be very right. And then you can see some other floors of the towers in this little intermission right here. And then you go back up to here, and you can see a mini tower, which is kind of cool, to be honest. But you may be wondering, what happens at this section of the tower? Because it looks like you just go all the way through. But thankfully, I also don't know where you're supposed to go. Because what it looks like is that you're supposed to go through there, and then through there, and then through to this point, in which you climb up onto the frame. So say you jump onto this, and you walk over here. Are you supposed to walk through here? This is not an eRRoR floor. This is quite easy, to be honest. But over here, you can see the gameplay that is meant to be this eRRoR difficulty. You're supposed to jump up there from here. So you go over here, and then you get to this point, and then apparently you have to jump over to here, onto here, and then you have nothing left to do. So after that, I'm guessing the next floor of progression would be to jump down to here. This is unreal. The difficulty is also quite unreal. I am running out of things to say. But over here, you can see something very epic. Once you get to this point, you have a tightrope over to a mini tower. Ooh. You can also fall into a test floor, which is also cool, I guess. And then you can see some of the side sections that do, in fact, exist. And I'm floating upwards, actually. And I think this is an insta-kill. It is not. So I can actually jump up here, and you can enter a test floor, which I fell from right here or so. But sadly, I cannot enter because the game is being bad. But another thing you can notice is that wall is extremely big. So yeah, so you can just barely squeeze through. You can barely squeeze through. And then you get to a mini tower, which is quite epic. And then time to die. And the funniest part of this mini tower is you cannot get in without corner clipping. Kind of funny. So you get in, and then you find that you have seemingly been placed at 410 of TODCC. And then you remembered that you failed the final tightrope of TODCC. And then you remember this is not a mini tower, this is actually a NEAT. And the NEAT, in fact, is called DIE, which stands for Don't I E. That's what it stands for. It doesn't stand for, like, I don't know, going doo-doo. And then you get another tightrope, which is also pretty epic. And then you notice something. So you do the tightrope, and then you notice you have to somehow get down there. And then you go over here, and then you fall down into a catastrophic form. Thanos snap flicking a V2 for by wheels through. And then you don't notice what to do until you look down and see you can still jump. So you jump over to this truss and die. Congratulations, you have failed the tower. You are cringe. Welcome to the next tower on our list, Tower of Endless Nil Destiny. So we start off by having some funny wall hop gameplay. And we get to this point, of which it seems like you have to wrap around over to here, and then you do another funny jump. But something funnier about this tower than its name, and not corresponding to its difficulty, is that it is a citadel with a B side for no reason. This first floor is quite annoying. I think it should be quite fixed. And also there's too much neon. Except for all the modern creators would say that there's too little. They'd be like, there's one neon at every single platform. That's still not enough. You need two. I'm just got my modern creator friend to say that. His name is Jeff. Say hi to Jeff in the comments. If you say hi to Jeff, that's the only way I'll know that you actually made it this far. And then you get teleported to an outside, which is also quite funny because this is a hard tower. So outsides are funny because hard tower. Hard tower equal bad outside. That's just how it is. And then you get almost an impossible jump right up to there. It is impossible because the creator did not playtest. The creator did not playtest how high you can actually flick. And you get to a wrap, which is actually quite easy for eRRoR tower. And then you land on a cylinder, which is Z fighting. Quite epic. I'm sure all creators. Oh, that's a cool button. And then you have to do a funny ladder jump down to here, which is not nil at all. And then you get linked to the next floor of the tower. I think I can actually do some gameplay because it actually is decent. And then you get to my favorite 10-stud wraps, my favorite jump arounds, and you get to my favorite 1-stud tight ropes on an eRRoR difficulty. And then you get teleported in, which you can easily jump off. That's a big problem. You have to guess which X pusher to trust. Can you figure out which one is the real one? And then oh wow, I did not try to cheese the X pusher. I just walked over it. That's a truss. That I found the fake X pusher, which is quite unfunny. Then you found some balls. You do some funny raps. And plus I didn't even know that was a fake one. Also, that is quite funny that they thought that I actually tried to cheese it, not knowing that that's the incorrect way you do an X pusher. That is a stupidly long jump, but I'm guessing it could be quite done with, per se, glitch wrap. And you got a funny looking squeeze right here, which is really hard because you're trying to line it against the wall. Do some more tight ropes, and you get to this point, which is supposed to be an X pusher wrap. Not an X pusher wrap per se, but a tightrope wrap. but you can easily cheese it by jumping over it, or doing it LHJ. This is quite funny, because it easily allows you to cheese a tightrope wrap, which otherwise would have been actually difficult. And then you get to an outside section, which is quite funny, because you get wet outside the tower, and you notice that everything becomes invisible, because suddenly you are now playing Invisible Club Step by the creator, who literally decided to delete their account. But hey, at least it's pretty free of an easy demon, except for this. This is not pretty free. This is kind of annoying. Why did you do this? Then you jump into the star and you get teleported here, of which you have to wall hop over to here. And then say, wall hop this way. And then you fall because you're bad. And you do some more wraps outside, and you make it to here, and you get teleported in, and you get here, and then you do one more jumps, and then you get back to the outside, and you hopefully fail. And then you do more outside, and you get teleported back in. A little FPS glitch. Yeah, it's just called a lag clip. And you do some more tight ropes, and you get teleported probably to the B side. Just kidding, we're done with the tower bomb. Hey guys, today we're going to be playing Tower of Organized Rationalizing Nuclear Genos. We're going to be doing this, so if you know what we're going to do, we're going to enter the tower. And apparently, it's not letting me do that, so we're just going to walk through. And the funniest thing is, we start off by not seeing any orange at all, which is quite funny, because it goes against the tower's name. And you do some jumps, because why not? You have to do them to beat the tower. And you get to a glitch wrap, which is kind of difficult on ice. But you can't actually glitch wrap, you have to do an actual wrap above an insta-kill, because that's not annoying at all. And then you start at the beginning, which doesn't teleport you into the town. Oh my god, it's so bright. Why did they make it so bright? And then you get to this point where you have to jump over to, like, you start here and then you have to, you get to this point where you have to jump down. You have to get to this point and jump into here. And then you have to, oh, that's a seesaw! So yeah, you just have to get on top of this, and then you have to jump into here. Do some funny jumps, and then you get to an outside section, which is not as funny. Because there's a turret which does too much damage for it to be funny. And then you do this whole outside, including standing on really bad trust jumps. And then you get to this last pole, which you get teleported back in, which is really generous. I'm talking too fast, aren't I? And then you get to this jump. This jump, wait for it, is bad. This tower should actually be called Tower of Bad, being replaced by Tower of Buttons, which is part of JToH. Laugh. So we get to this jump, and then we get to these jumps, and then get to this, which teleports you all the way down, because this tower is not finished. And also I can't do the gameplay, so welcome to Tower of Cool S, or Tower of Bottle Cap if you're funny. 20 floors, and it uses a tower portal. So, you have to dance glitch out, and then you got to Stone Facility Part 1. And if you even try to jump, you'll still die, which is quite unfunny, actually. What else do you think I was going to say? And then you look over here, and you see the best win room I've ever seen. So you get to this point, and then enter the tower. And you have to dance clip out again, because you just died. And you do one jump, and you're really proud of yourself. But then you fall. As you can see, there's a lot of dying involved in this tower. So you get here, and say you finally manage to do the Stone Facility section. You have to do all these tests. And you press this button, and you have 170 seconds to do this whole section. Which is quite funny, because it looks really bad. Look at how many kill bricks there are. I can't even tell when it ends. This is just stone facility. But extended. And you say, hey, you still here? Error difficulty. And then it becomes all dark, which is not good because I can't see anymore. Which means that I have to click you. You fall through. I literally cannot see. I'm gonna have to reset. As you can see, floor 2 is quite not fun. I give up. If this is shorter, then I don't care. Bye. Hello. So we definitely learned something today. We learned that eRRoR does not have a lesson.